Hi everybody, Thursday morning, and we're back in Romans chapter 8, and we are now at verse 35. Paul asks a fantastic question again. Who shall separate us from the love of God? You know, in this life, things come against us, man, and life happens, and when Paul talks about that, he says, shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or danger or sword, shall these things separate us from the love of God? Shall the troubles that you find yourself in, shall the distress that you find yourself in, the persecution that comes against you, the times where you have lack, where there's famine and nakedness, where your life seems to be in danger or in danger of the sword, man, will that stuff separate us from the love of God? He then writes in verse 36, for your sake we are being killed all day long, we are required as sheep to be slaughtered. Now, and all Paul's saying there, man, as a believer, let me tell you, Jesus said, in this world we will have trouble, but take heart, I've overcome the world, in the book of John. In this world we will have trouble. In this world, we are going to go through times where it feels like tribulation and distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or danger or sword. But that's no indication that God doesn't love you. That's life. Too many times when we go through the troubles of life, we listen to the lie of the enemy to say, well, if God loved you, would you be going through this kind of thing? Well, if God was really for you, would you have to suffer through this kind of thing? Remember, Jesus suffered on the cross. And in Romans chapter 8, Paul writes that because Christ suffered, we suffered too. And so in this world, it's part of this world. There are going to be tough times. But what Paul is saying to you and to me, don't let those tough times make us come to the wrong conclusions. The tough times are no indication that God doesn't love us. That's just what life is. What is the truth is what he writes in verse 37. No, he responds, no, these things can't keep us from the love of God. He says, no, in all these things, we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. I want to say that today. Whatever you face, no matter how big it seems, how powerful it seems, how overwhelming it seems, maybe you're coming to that conclusion, God, where are you? God, do you love me? God, is there something in my life? What is it, Lord? I want to say to you today, the truth that you need to hear is that whatever trouble you face, that God is with you, that God is for you. There's none greater than him. He's all-powerful, almighty, and this is who you are. Because of who he is and his power that raised Christ from the dead resides in you. That power resides in you. Because of that, you can conquer these things because Christ is with you. You are more than a conqueror. Put your faith, put your trust, put your hope in him, and see how the Lord is faithful to you in all the troubles that you face today. Trust him. You are a conqueror. You will win this victory because Christ won the victory for you. You have a fantastic Thursday. See you tomorrow morning.